Hi everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and are you ready to have some papery fun today? I was goofing around with some book spines. I happen to have a bunch of these left over from gutting some books, and I thought maybe we could make some things out of them. So if you have any book spines or anything with some pretty writing on it that you want to preserve, this might be an idea for you. Okay, so what I made was I made a book spine bookmark. And yes, that's Holly, my African gray. And the next, oh, and he's saying he loves you. That's very nice. That's that's for you guys. He's all Mr. Chatterpants in the morning. So anyway, let's take a look at this. It's a very simple design, and it's easy to do. You don't need a lot of supplies. And I just thought I'd make one. And I thought, you know what? Let me turn on the camera and make some more with you, because I got a whole bunch of these. A whole bunch, and I want to use them. Okay, so let us see how we did this. So anyway, obviously a bookmark could be used to tuck into a journal. You can clip it on with a paper clip or just tuck it in there to use it as your spot marker. I think we all know what a bookmark is for. But anyway, very fun, very handy, and you can make them as basic or simple or as decorated as you so choose. So I'll show you how I made this basic little guy. And okay, what I'm going to show you is reality here. Here's reality. Sunny's sleeping. Sunny's sleeping. Yeah. Hello, Sunny. No, not even flinching. Okay, he may flinch later. We shall see. Okay, this is what we're using. I'm just going to pan around. I cleaned my desk, and then this is what I dragged out. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Those were my tools. Okay, and we'll go through it as we go. But what I started with, very innocently, was a cereal box. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. Cereal box. And I just used there was a flap over here, which I cut off, which became a bookmark. And actually, the cereal box is the perfect thickness of chipboard for a bookmark. So there you go. All right, so let us remove our glue mat, because we don't want to cut through our glue mat. But let's cut some chipboard and see how we go here. Let me make sure nothing's underneath. No, we're clear. Okay, maybe I'll go for this middle section because it's kind of bookmark shaped. And you can make these as big or as small. They can be wide, they can be thin. There's all sorts of ways you can make bookmarks. And they make wonderful gifts. And they also make wonderful little embellishments for presents on the the outside of a present. You could put a bookmark. That would be really cute. If you're giving somebody a book or somebody a journal, adding a bookmark to it is an extra special touch. And you can relate it to that person some way, shape, or form, or just use what you have on hand. So I think I love using up what I have on hand. And today I broke into the cereal box. Yes, I did. And I thought, well, cereal box, you're coming with me. You take up too much space in the fridge. I'm one of those who, like once you open your cereal box, you want to stick it in the fridge because you never know who might creep by. And yeah. So I just want to make sure there's nobody in my cereal box that shouldn't be in my cereal box. If you have a little ridge or something like that, you may want to floosh it off. And we can decide how wide we want this one. Just trying to locate prototype. Here we go. Okay, maybe a little narrower. Okay, this official one, just if anybody really wants to know, it is 9 inches by 2 inches. Okay, how about that? How about we'll just make one 9? Here, this is what we'll do. We'll cheat. We'll just put this down, and we'll take our handy dandy pencil. I'm using one of my little decorated pencils, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put that down below for you. It's fun to stick jewelry in the erasers. If you have like a one earring or something like that with a post on it, boom, stick it in the end of a pencil. It makes the cutest little end for your pencil. Okay, see how we did. All right, so we have something here. Let's just go ahead and cut this. And obviously you can cut any way you like. If you like to cut with scissors, go for it. If you use a guillotine or one of those slidey things, go for it. And I'm going to be using the old... Hello, Holly. Yes, Holly is saying hello to everybody. Yeah, he's a morning guy. What can we say around here? He likes to talk. Oh, he's very happy today. It's always nice to hear him happy. Okay, here we go. Trying to see my mark there. sometimes the light shines on the pencil and I can't see it. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, that's pretty good. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll just see if it's square. Are you square? Dare to be square. Yeah, you're right, Holly. Lots to say. Okay. And he's actually calling for my dog who passed. Not Sunshine. Sunshine's still with us, but Angel. He's calling for Angel. I guess they call it, Angel, where are you? And okay. So we have this. Now we're going to do the old tube maneuver. And with this one, I used, the background was a page from an old dictionary. So maybe this one, I'll use some music paper. Music paper is always pretty. Hold on. All right, I have this Fidelio Beethoven vocal score. Let's see. Oh, it's good and concentrated. It has lots of busyness on the page. I like that. Okay, so let's grab one of these. Never easy to get out. There we go. Here I am tearing apart another book. Yay. Go me. All right. Yes. Okay, so what we can do, there's a lot on there. It's all good. Can't really go wrong here. I'm going to use the tube maneuver. So basically what you're going to do is just fold it and see how far. Actually, I like the torn edge. Maybe we'll work with the torn edge. Okay, so if you're going to go at least over to there, then I want this guy to go over a little bit further so he's underneath. So you got to cut about there. All right, so let's do that. We're going to use our good old tearing ruler here to do the tearing cut for us because we don't feel like cutting. Here we go, right there. That looks good. Well, it looks cockeyed for some reason. Probably not down the right row. All right, here we go. Is that the right row? No. Here? Still looks cockeyed. Well, let's just do it. That happens to me sometimes. Everything looks like off center, but it turns out to be okay in the long run. Okay, so first of all, let's put some glue down. I'm going to use Scotch Create glue stick. Let me zoom in a little bit, far away. Okay, okay. I'm going to use Scotch Create glue stick. And you can use any glue stick. You could use a white glue. Doesn't matter. I think any glue will work here just fine. It feels so good to use up a cereal box. I don't know. Just, I don't imagine where the cereal box originally came from. Who knows, It was a bunch of trees. Was it cotton pulp? What was it? I don't know. What were you, cereal box, originally? Okay. And now, it's a good idea to actually use the thing as your fold. That helps create a nice sharp crease. And then come on in here with your glue mat or whatever you have underneath you. This is one of those sheets, chopping sheets. And they're handy for glue mats because they're easy to wipe off too. You can also use an old catalog, something like that. Glue along the edges. It's always good to do first. And then fold over and you get a nice flush little edge that way. And this is the very easy tube technique. Okay, same thing here. You can glue it all if you want, but make sure you get your edges. That's probably the most important. And then come along and do the same thing. Nice flush. Oh, make sure there's nothing underneath because that'll make everything buckle. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. And we are flush. Very good. Okay, so we have a tube. Now we want to remove what doesn't belong on the tube. So we go to the top, kind of see where it is. And you could just tear this off. You can cut it off. Let's see if I can tear it off. There we go. I think that leaves a nice kind of a cool edge. And you can cut it as well. Let me demonstrate cutting. If you're going to use a craft knife, just go to the butt edge of your little bookmark and zoop it off. And there you go. You are good, right? Flush butt. Totally flush butt. All right, now our next grand step, now that we've put our background, and you could use scrap paper, book paper, anything would be great. Maybe you want to have a little, okay, maybe we should decide on which one. Here's a good one. This is actually The Edwardian Lady. I bought the book a while back, and it's a great book if you've never read it. It's a very interesting story about Edith Holden's life, the watercolor artist who has gifted us with many beautiful drawings and written stories about what she saw in a day. Just wonderful. So the whole deal, if you have a bunch of these hanging around, you can't quite throw them out because you just think there might be something you can do with them. See if you can separate the front from the backing. and that will help. Sometimes it doesn't go well, but sometimes it does. So let's see how we do with this one. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. And I'm just removing this because it creates extra bulk we don't really need in a bookmark, but you may want to hang on to this because this is kind of cool material too. And this is always different under every book. You never know what you're going to get, but it's kind of a cool texture to this one. So I'm going to save that, of course. And this little piece I'll throw out because I'm brave. And now I want to see how this all looks against my background. Okay, so it's a very different look. This was a soft with the gold. This is more stark and green against more of a white. But I found it helpful. There's no rhyme or reason or any way to do this. I'm just kind of giving you what I was thinking as I was going. I decided to cut any hangover, this little extra flapperoo on the side. I want to remove that so that it doesn't make my book spine stand up on my thing. It's going to lie flat nicely. So I'm going to look at it this way, and I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put it really, if you use a cork one, sometimes put the metal side down if you got to get really super close. If you're really worried about slippage, use the cork side. But you got to get like super close. There we go. Yeah, okay, and go slow. Always watch your blade, or however you're cutting. Firm, continuous, and you're through. Okay. And then, yeah, that's nice. Okay, now we go to the other side and we do the same thing. Whatever is your dominant hand, I suggest cutting with that one. Okay. My mom was ambidextrous. Yeah, not me though. No, I'm a righty. But mom was ambidextrous. Yeah, it was interesting to watch her write. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, there's a little bit of extra, what I call lumpy loo at the end, which may create a little bit of buckling. And I'm going to probably have to mince this down a little bit because it's longer than my base. So I'm going to have to, you know what? I'll just cut those lumpy loos off. You have options. You could peel back and snip, or if you don't need all the length, you can wallop. And we are going to demonstrate the wallop. Let's see if, yeah, that's still going to be okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. There, we have now walloped that off. And we are going to wallop this up. Am I cutting anything that I shouldn't? No. And everything will be fine. Here we go. Okay, we have walloped. All is well. One loose thread can go. One little loose thread. Okay, we need to come in with a loose thread removal. We shall remove. Okay. All right. So now we have this. Let's test size. Oh, that looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, and you could even wallop off more. I mean, maybe you don't want the bottom part. We probably want the top part. Maybe you just want this section. You could do that as well. But I think I'm going to leave the whole thing in here because I think that looks kind of cool. But this one, since it has gold, this one I used walnut stain ink and gold gilding paste to accent. The brown went around here, and then brown went around here, around the actual spine, and then I dyed brown a butterfly that I punched out of a newspaper, and then I put some gold on it just for fun. Okay, and then I just sewed on a little. I had some ribbons hanging around, so on they went. I thought they went well with that one. You can also staple. You can tie ribbons, and you can also use I had one of these lanyard punches, which gives you that kind of a slot, which is handy and cool. If you don't have that, just use one of these. Everybody's got one of these hanging around somewhere. Very fancy item. Yep, that's right. Great purpose. All right. Okay, so let's glue this baby down. What are we going to use? Let's use some art glitter glue. I haven't used that in a while, so I'm trying to use my art glitter glue more now. It's summer. You should be able to come out and play, right? Don't hide in the dark art glitter glue. You are a good glue. I have faith in you. I am not sponsored by you. I just like you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Down the side, up the middle. There we go. Okay. So these are fun. Anybody can make these. Oh, I forgot one part. Of course. I was going to gild the edges of this just because I think it would show up nicely. Okay, let's see. All right, we're gilding. A gilding we will go. Whoop. A gilding we will go. Probably should use gloves with this. Oh well. A gilding we will go. A gilding we will go. Now the nice thing about gilding is it's forgiving, because it doesn't have to be all perfect and neat. It can be. That's another look. But if you smudge a little more or less here, it actually, I think it adds to the charm of the gilding. Okay. Do we have enough light? I hope so. All right. All right, Holly. I love it when he talks to himself. There we go. All right. So now it would be really handy to have a baby wipe, which I thought I did. Where is it? There it is. Baby wipe at the ready. Backing up. Sorry, so everybody can see. Accidentally hit the pause button there. But we're back in action. Back in action. Okay, has the glue dried probably? All right, let's get a little more glue. Yeah, our glitter glue does dry relatively quickly. So if you're going to go and like have a coffee and have lunch, you probably want to put down some fresh glue. So I'm just going to, this is the just in case re-gluage glue happening here. The went for a snooze, had to come back and continue where we left off. Glue moment happening. All right, here we go. Oh, that's upside down. There we go. Can you see? Can you see? Okay. And we're placing, and we're hoping for center. Rarely have. I'm going to put a little closer to the bottom because I want to punch that hole in the top. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's a good little, okay. And you do have like a second to reposition. You're going to smudge that like right onto the background. I think that looks kind of cool. Yeah, now I'm taking it up. Now it's looking almost like, I don't know, it's got like a celestial sort of Christmas vibe going on with it now. I like it. I like it. I don't know. All right, so now we just ink it. Okay, let's punch our hole first. Let's punch our hole. Okay, I'm going to use the lanyard one or the name tag puncher. I'll put a link for this below if you're ever looking for this thing. It's kind of cool. Like, you know, if you're like, I just got to buy something crafty today, this might be it. They work really well. They're super strong because they're supposed to go through plastic and cardboard and stuff like that. And I also rounded the bottom with the old crocodile corner jumper. Okay, boop. And you can round 4 corners, not round any corners. If you don't have a crocodile corner chomper, you can just take like a quarter or something with a rounded edge and just put it here, draw a pencil line, and then just fussy cut your way around that, and you get the same result basically. So there you go. And so now I think I'd like to emphasize the edges somehow. And maybe this time I'll use black. Yeah, let's try black. This is black soot. And I've just got this little bumpkin. It's a makeup sponge. Well, not anymore, but I just use it for my black right now. So I'm just going to go around and ink it up. See how we get. It's a little dry. A little water on the department plate. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes if your inks get dry, you can squirt water on them or a mixture of water and glycerin. Glycerin's a natural humectant, and it will draw water towards it, so it will help keep your pads moist a little longer. At least for the non-stays-on kind of pads, I think it will work best for just regular ink pads. I think it works okay on the oxides. I haven't had any problem with it, but I haven't read all the details on it. But you know, you might want to look that one up. But I'll shoot water on anything and see what happens. So hey, we're crafters, right? Now that little thing, you might want to do one of these deals. That's why I like this little guy. He can get in there and just accent what we're trying to accent. Can you see that? That comes out kind of cool, right? Yeah. Yeah. Just give me that. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nice, right? Okay. All right. Now just going around the edges. Doing the back, create some unity here. And yeah, these are very easy to make, very fun. You could in one afternoon, you could crank out a whole bunch. You don't have to have a book spine from a book that we've gutted, but as junk journalers, we tend to get a few of these things. And I thought it was kind of a nice way. Wouldn't that be cool to honor the book and put this in the book with the book? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, like let's say you used the cover for your book, but you had to, it didn't go well with the spine for some reason. And maybe this is what you ended up doing. I think what I'm going to do with this one is get a Stabilo pencil. Here we go. And I'm just going, I want this to pop out a little bit more, and you could put fabric behind it. You could layer it and do all sorts of things. You could collage, but since I'm at this point in the game, I think I'm going to come down here with this. This is can you see that? Aquarelle Stabilo pencil, 80, whatever that says. I can't see it. Okay, I hope you can see it. There you go. That's what it says. 8046, I think. But it's like a water-soluble pencil, and when you add a little water to it, it just blossoms and kind of does a little bit of a, I want to call a grungy, steampunky watercolor effect. Just emphasizes what you're working on. Basically, that's what it makes it pop. Like a little pop on this one. Calling for some pop. Okay, got a lot on there. Let me, hang on. It never hurts to have a little receptacle of some sort, a little cup, and some Q-tips when you're working. I recommend the pointies and the blunties. You know, just have a couple because you never know what you're going to need. And your squirt bottle, you can just put a little water in here like that. And this is so you don't have to use your own spit, which is probably wiser not to use your own spit. You don't want to be transferring bad stuff into your mouth. Okay, so there we go. This is going to work as my little skinny pencil. Oh, let's see if I can take it closer so you can actually see what this does. Okay, try not to knock anything over. Can you see how that emphasizes? A little more water. Whoop. Yeah. And you can just follow the line exactly, or you can even drag it away a bit if you want to do that. You can roll your Q-tip as you go, and that will kind of take the color out a little bit. It's just kind of fun. Yeah, and yeah, see that? Just kind of like messy color everywhere. Just a different look. It's a different look. Yeah, take it out if you want to take it out. Take it out. Give it a wavy line, whatever you want to do. It's just fun. They're fun to play with, and it's a great addition to any art stash, and they're not super expensive or anything, so it's not like you couldn't get one over there. This one looks too wavy. Let's just blunt it down a little bit. More like a wave. Wave. You have to make those weird sounds. Yeah. Like you're like a monk or something. I don't know. There. And that was just fun. I don't know why, but that just felt fun to do. Let me back up a little so you can see. So now, as you can see, it's getting a little character. It might look like it's a little bit older from, olden days. Still looking kind of bright on this side. Let's see. Now, it doesn't have to. We don't have to do anything on this side. There are no rules. There are no laws. But you can. And if you want to, what can you do? Well, you could just come along and let's say you still have some dictionary page on. Well, you just want to do some contrasting. You could just put a piece of that down here and just to give you some contrast. Or if you want to make it functional, you could maybe get a little notepad or something. This one I coffee dyed at some point, so it's a little bit lumpy. But you could put some notepad down here and give a person a place to write. Or you could just take a piece of white paper and do the same thing. Let's see. Now let's just do the halfies. Let's see where the halfies will fit. Okay, because somebody might want to write a note like, page 46, great quote, something like that. You know what I mean? And if they have one of their awesome decorated pencils, they could actually erase this later if they want to write new quotes. Yeah. Oh, the fun we can have. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to rip off the top part because that's got too much straightaway white on it. Hoping for straight, rarely get it, right? Okay, that's okay. We carry on. Yeah, boy, you are a yakker pants today. So yes, I think in the background you probably can, that's the lovebirds, a little high Twitter. That's the lovebirds, yeah. Okay. Put these here, we have 2 sections. Maybe they want 2 sections. Okay, so let's emphasize these. You want to do it in the black? Okay. All right, it's right here. We got it. It's preloaded. Just going, this one's more of a black and white sort of theme. The other one is more of a neutrals. Browns, creams, vanillas, caramels, love that. And so yeah, whenever you come across these books or anything with the dark caramel crumply papers, this is actually from an old newspaper, but this is from an old book, the dictionary, hang on to them. And a lot of bookstores, used bookstores, libraries, once the books turn like that, they can't really use them to loan out or sell to the public anymore because they are literally falling apart. So yeah, it's kind of like you're giving the book a second life, a second chance. And we have things we can do with it. For goodness sakes, it is gold to us. Give us those caramelized books. Just give them to us. We will take them. We will nurture them and take care of them, and wonderful things will happen. There we go. We're going to do that. Okay. So I think that would be an easy thing to just glue down with the old, what's that? Okay. The old, the glue stick was starting to dry on me. Oh, don't do that. No, you didn't put the cap on, Missy. Don't forget to put the glue on your cap on your stuff. It always is so much better when you do. Okay, so that's right side up. Here we go. Trying for center, trying for center. And we're down, and we're down. Hope I left enough room for the bottom one. But I can always shorten it. Oh. Yep, we're okay. Everything's good in the craft room. All right. Sonny, what are you doing? Sleeping? Okay. All right. We'll see if we can get a hello out of you. Yeah. All right. Oh, got some glue on the front. Imagine that. The nice, yeah, we're just so lucky that, you know, sometimes grungy and steampunk and like smudges are our friend. Like, look at, we have smudges, but they're smudges of, I don't know if you can see it, it's smudges of gold. So apparently there's some gold on my fingers that I'm working into the design. Yeah, there we go. Let me get it on there. Yeah. Look all smudgy. On purpose. On purpose. There we go. So let's put some, we're going to need a little topper. So on this one, I think I'm going to use some embroidery thread. And I have some black, and I thought that would look kind of cool. Maybe I'll see if I have some gold, too. That might look nice mixed in with it. Hold on. Okay, here's what I found. See if we can make something out of this. All right. So this is just traditional black embroidery thread. I don't know if it's actually embroidery thread. I'm calling it that. It could be crewel. It could be, I think it's too thick for crochet. I don't know, honestly. But it's that other thread that's different than sewing thread. There you go. I think it's embroidery thread. Now, I could sit here and try and unwind this, or I could just use it as is, which might be the better way to go. Let's maybe try that. Yeah. All right, let's see how that goes. Let's try about half of it and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Here we go. And we're snipping. And we're snipping. Whoop. Oh, it was a false snip. Okay, there we have lots. That's good. We want to put some goldage. This is kind of a copper. Oh, I'll put you a little closer. This is more of a copper. And this is a more of a goldy gold. It's not exactly the same gold, but I don't care. I think just having a few little strands of something else might be fun. Might just be fun. Okay, I am just corralling this little guy into something manageable, and we'll see where this takes us. We don't know. No, we don't. Okay. There you go. You go there. I don't know how much more I can get through that hole. Let me just try this amount first of all. Okay. So now we have to get one end through, and then we might have to trim at the end. That's okay. Oh, I hope I can get this through. All right. Actually, let's trim it now. So I have one little straight end. Okay, pretty straight. Think thin. Think thin. Oh, I'm regretting all the carbs from last night's dinner. I know. Me too. You can't get through. Too fat. Just don't give up. You could use something to poke it through, like a little Sharpie thing, like a scissor end or something. But oh, I think we're almost home for. Oh, I think we're good. We are good. Yep. Now, this was a little fat. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Just work with it. Just all right. It's okay. All right. Whoop. What was that? I'm trying to get this little weird piece through. Where are you? Oh, you're not even through. That's the problem. Why don't we just get rid of you? Okay. There we go. Solved. Okay, what about you? What are you doing? You are through. No. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and, oh, no. Chase this one thread for an hour. Okay, we'll just pull it out. There we go. All right, that's how it's done. Okay. There are probably easier ways to do this out there in the world. Okay, so there. We have this. And let's go ahead and trim it. You can make these as long or as short as you want. No rules, right? No rules. Rule number 1, no rules. Right, got it. Okay. Okay, maybe just mix them up a little bit in there. Okay, now I think I am, I'm gonna slide some over. Spread the copper a little bit because I'm just doing this little mixy-loo design. Now I could actually tie, okay, let's do an alternative. I did sew this one, but to sew an easy, just to show an easy no-sew option, I could just come here with maybe this and just tie it. I could do that. Let's see if it works. All right. Maybe we don't need any fancy machines. We don't need any staplers. Let's see how good this works. I haven't tried one of this yet. Okay, here we go. Pulling tight. Okay, now we did left over right. Now we're gonna do, okay, just do it the other way. When, like right over left, left over right, makes a nice secure knot ski. Yeah, there we go. And then just do one more for good measure. In case you can't remember what you did, which way? Yeah, you just do one more. That should solve everything. There, that came out kind of cute, huh? Yeah, that was kind of weird. All right, but that's the one we tied, so he's probably a little long. Okay, we just gotta shorten you up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Pretty cool, huh? So a nice way to breathe some life into these old spines. And yeah, I got a pile of these sitting around, so I thought it might be fun to do something with them. I hope you like these ideas. They're a lot of fun. They use up, you know, cereal boxes or what have you, and you could just keep going. You could stamp a word on here. Okay, we'll stamp a word. All right, I'm going for a word. What word? What word do we have? Okay, so it's the Edwardian lady. Maybe we'll put, oh, maybe a bird, because she drew birds and things like that. So here's a little birdie stamp. Okay, and this will just be a little bird of inspiration. Okay, there we go. There, we have bird of inspiration. There you go. Yep, just adorable. I don't know, it doesn't take much to have fun. And so rummage around, see what you got hanging around, and you might find something that you can turn into a really cool little bookmark for your journals. And if I can get a word in here edgewise, Holly, let me get a little Sunshine. Sunshine, you want to say hello? Okay, Mom, sure. Yeah, get me up out of the bed to say hello. I just love nothing more than to say hello to everybody. Okay, here I come. Here I come. Hello, everybody. I'm so sleepy. Did I mention how sleepy I was? Okay, back to bed. Good night. All right. So thank you very much for spending time and hanging out and watching this video. And welcome to everybody who is new. And for those who haven't heard, okay, all of those of you who have heard, you can click off. But if you're tired of hearing it, but pretty much all my links are down below at the bottom of my videos in the drop-down description box. If you'd like to get a free monthly emailed newsletter, which holds a free digital image that you can print out and download and save and use as you wish. I send that to you monthly. You don't have to do anything other than sign up. And you also get a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and different ways that people can use it. They tend to be very helpful in, if you give a junk journal as a gift, it kind of explains a little bit about it, what it is, especially the chunky monkeys, which might freak people out. I was one of those people at one time. But once they start to see what the possibilities are, intrigue happens. Intrigue, I tell you. And also, you get a list of junk journal supplies to keep your eyes open for as you traverse your world, and you get updates from me. And what else? I have an Etsy shop where I have vintage digital kits, and there's all sorts of different topics in there, ranging from Victorian to nature to all sorts of fun things that you can download. And then once you download them, you own them for life. They're stored for you on Etsy, retrievable. You can save them to your computer, or you can download them as many times as you want. And also in my Etsy shop, I sell Ephemera Collections, which are basically collections of the actual old papers. So you're going to have collections of, it's about 100 pieces. You get ledger, dictionary pages, music pages, envelopes, hand-dyed papers that I've made, all sorts of fun things. I have a video link down below if you want to see a more detailed example of what one might be like. Those are available. I have made a few more, and they are available for sale. And also, I have a podcast that comes out Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that is audio. It's a new material. It's all related to the world of junk journals, crafting, paper crafting, life of a crafter, and answering questions. So if you've posted some questions on YouTube, check out some of the Q&As on my podcast, and you might find the answer to your question right there. Sometimes I'm not able to get back to all the questions that are asked on the YouTube channel, but sometimes answering them all in one clump is a great way to do it. So that is an option. And what else? Oh, it's also free, and if you have Apple or Spotify, you can use that, but you don't need that. You just click on the link below. And what else? I have a Facebook group, so if you want to come over and share what you're making, we do weekly and monthly challenges, and we also love to see what you guys are making related to the videos that I put out. So feel free to show us how your twists, takes, turns, your attempts, your foibles, your successes, your flops. We love it all, and it's a great nurturing, resourceful space for you to come and get inspired. I get so inspired by people over there. So thank you for everybody who's participating over there, and the group is growing like crazy, and I think folks are having a lot of fun. So thank you. And a special thank you to our administrators and moderators. They're doing a wonderful job helping the group stay focused, and these people have hearts of gold, and they are amazing. And it's a difficult job to navigate and keep the site active and growing in a happy, healthy direction. So hats off to you guys. Thank you very much for all you do. You guys are amazing. We love you. And I have an Amazon shop. If you're looking for any favorite tools or supplies, just click on my Amazon shop and you'll see everything there. But I will put some special links to the things that you saw here in case you want to explore those things quickly. And what else? I think that is everything. So everybody just remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon. Bye. Till next time.